Hello people, let food be your medicine so you don't eat medicine as your food. Today I am really excited to share with you my new discovery. New discovery with ingredients that can actually be found locally. Locally, when I say locally, I mean native to Africa. Now I have termed this drink the Sledgehammer Antioxidant Drink. I know people keep talking about free radicals, inflammation, antioxidants, and I guess many people would wonder, what does it even mean, Seth? So today I'm going to be sharing with you this drink. You can have it three ways, either as a refreshing drink, or a warm beverage, or better still, as a cocktail. Whichever way, you will be getting the antioxidants your body needs. So join me. When free radicals are formed in the body, then if you don't have the antioxidants to get rid of the free radicals through the four channels, the breathing, the skin, maybe you don't sweat, deep breathing, urine and feces, those are our channels of elimination. But some of these things get lodged in small intestines, and if you don't give the body the right nutrients, it won't come out. It'll stay there for years. Trust me, it will. It does. That is the root cause of inflammation. So now we've started from free radicals. We move on now to oxidation. Now I'll give you an example of my pan, one of my favorite pans. Now I use this because of the hole in it. I use it. I can't use it for liquids anymore. It has this cute little lid, a gift from my mom. I think my 30th, one of my birthdays. So because this thing has dropped several times, the paint chipped, and we keep washing it. Now it has a hole in it. See the hole? Now if we had put oil or something on it, and then probably oxidative stress, the rust in a nutshell is oxidative stress. So in our bodies, the same thing happens when we take in these artificial foods, especially the oils, these omega-6 oils, and we don't have a correct balance of omega-3. We're supposed to be having a equal 1-to-1 ratio of omega-3s and omega-6s. Now omega-6s and 3s are in most foods, especially the omega-6s. Now if you want to get the omega-3s, besides the fish oil, nuts and seeds, a lot of us don't include nuts and seeds. We only use it as a snack, but you need to make it a daily part of your diet to get the most benefits from nuts and seeds. So we've moved from free radicals. Now we're moving on to oxidative stress. Now the oxidative stress causes the inflammation, the hole in the pan. That is the inflammation. So you can imagine the same thing happens in our bodies. So when we have like arthritis, like I used to have this stiffness in my fingers, when you have joint pains, a lot of people in their 40s and 50s are now beginning, even 30s, are beginning to complain of achy knees, achy elbows, achy joints. Some people have Alzheimer's. You'll be surprised. People as young as 40, 50 are showing signs of Alzheimer's. Every root cause of a disease is from inflammation. So heart diseases, strokes, in fact, high blood pressure, inflammation. Trust me, because your blood pressure goes up when it's trying to protect you, keep you from something or warning sign. But what do we do? We just suppress it. And because you have suppressed your blood pressure with medication, it doesn't absolve you of what's actually going on. So it doesn't protect you. Yeah, probably from the blood pressure you have good readings, but it doesn't keep you from having a heart attack, doesn't keep you from having other kinds of diseases, because you really do not know what's going on and why your blood pressure is high. So let's get to the antioxidant. Now the antioxidant that's the problem. The problem is the free radicals, the oxidative stress, the inflammation. That's the chain of the problem. Solution. Like I said, let me go grab the book. My book. 259 All Natural Secrets to Disease-Proof Your Heart. This book. Fantastic. It says that red foods are good for the heart, good for the liver, good for the kidneys, good for blood pressure, good to cleanse the blood. Your blood, you can clean your blood, rejuvenate your blood. Every 3 to 4 months you get new blood. So no matter what disease you're facing or you're battling with, as a matter of fact, according to Eric Berg, a chiropractor and nutritionist I follow on YouTube, he said when you have issues with your weight, don't look to solving the weight issue, because being overweight is actually a health problem. Look to getting well before you try to lose the weight, because as you get well, the weight naturally drops off. And I have tried it, trust me. I used to actually hide my stomach whenever I want to get dressed. I go out for a party, I put on a girdle. Trust me, I don't need it anymore, because my stomach, I'm no longer bloated. It just went down all by itself when I started following these things that I read and the lectures I listen to. I'm telling you, it works. But of course, we're here, so I'm still going to bring all of that to you one at a time. Let me get straight to it. What I have brought to you today, the antioxidant drink. Now, I found out about the antioxidant drink through, of course, I do a lot of reading. So I discovered that the main ingredient in the tea is higher in antioxidants. It's actually a grain. It's higher, and you can find antioxidants in grains, vegetables, and fruits. So this grain in particular is higher in antioxidants than blueberries and pomegranates. Oh, unbelievable, really. Because each time you hear about antioxidants, they say blueberries. Blueberries don't grow in Africa. It's a cold weather fruit. So I used to think, we're not forsaken in Africa, okay? Even though I live in the United Kingdom, but trust me, Africa to the core. So I'm really excited. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't wait till morning to write these things down and do more research before doing the tea and bringing it to you. You won't believe it. It's sorghum or kababa. Really? So the main ingredient is the sorghum and the sorghum stalks, because the stalks, you know, all the seeds and the leaves, they hang on to the stalks. So there are a lot of nutrients in the stalks. So I have added the seeds and the stalks. Boil the seeds so I can get to the nutrients, and then simmer. Just bring it to a boil and then simmer. And I added the stalks as well, so I can get the most antioxidants out of the plant, the sorghum plant. Now, I've also added, hibiscus leaves, hibiscus zobo. These things are in our backyards. These things we overlook like it's nothing. Yet, it's a solution to so many health problems. If only we take the lead and quit handing our power over to doctors. Why do you have to wait for a crisis before you begin to take care of yourself? Oh, beats me. I added hibiscus because it's high in vitamin C. And vitamin C helps to clean our cells, and it also helps to boost our metabolism. I actually saw one time someone made a presentation. He put iodine in rice, and of course the rice was stained with iodine, and then he put vitamin C in the stained rice, and he started stirring. Believe you me, the rice came back to life, and that's how vitamin C actually helps our cells. Unbelievable. It's not to be kidding around with. As a matter of fact, in Mexico, cancer is being treated with high doses of vitamin C. That is just one form of treatment for cancer. The natural way, not the chemo and radiation way. That's not what we do here. We're all about natural things. So yeah, I added hibiscus for that reason. And then I added lemongrass, because in Nigeria growing up, whenever we have feel sick with malaria, grandma will put lemongrass to the boil and we drink it, and in a few days we're up and running. So I went to do some research on lemongrass, and lemongrass has antifungal, anti-inflammation. anti-inflammation, antifungal, antibacterial properties. I just had to add lemongrass to the mix. And besides, I love the aroma of lemongrass. I also added fennel seeds. If I was in Nigeria, there's a leaf, when it's a green leaf. When you dip it in hot water, or any kind of water actually, when you dip it in cold water, just bruise it a little bit, it becomes red. It bleeds red. It's unbelievable, the things that we have, yet we overlook and we keep running after pharmaceuticals. Poison, in my opinion. Anyhow, yeah, so if I had the Ewe Atonri, if you know, please leave comments in the section below, or if you know the botanical name, help us out here. Much appreciated. So because I don't have the Ewe Atonri, I added fennel seeds. I know fennel seeds is a blood purifier, and it's good for you know, if you wear glasses, it's also oxidative stress. Oxidative stress, the eyes, and it could be worse. So this oxidative damage and inflammation is serious. I wear glasses. I wear glasses too. So it's time to take control of our health and don't let your body deteriorate further, or you know, you don't want to fall into some kind of degenerative disease where you can't come back and enjoy the fruit of your labor. I know you've worked and worked and worked, and you have to enjoy your life, enjoy the lives of your children if you have children. If you don't, enjoy the lives of friends and family, and if you don't have that, enjoy yourself. You are entitled to do that. So I added fennel seeds, so that as a blood purifier, and I've also added cloves. Cloves, fantastic, tried and tested. When my son had tooth decay, I'm going to show you that on another topic when we are talking about natural antibiotics. He used to stay up, and all he would do is ingest painkillers, which he knows is not allowed in this house, but he hid it in his room. And then one night he woke me up at 3 a.m. He thought I came in and took the pills, but he didn't know where he put them. He woke up 3 a.m. That's how I got to know the boy had toothache. The toothache would keep him up at night. So I put cloves, thyme, and rosemary to the boil. I made a whole pot and had him drink it for a week. Trust me, the boy didn't complain of toothache anymore. But of course, we had already made an appointment, and the tooth was really, really bad. So I know, you know, teenagers, they go back to eating their sugar. So I just let him pull the tooth. But believe me, the cloves worked wonders. He didn't feel the pain at all. It took care of the throbbing and the bacteria that was causing the pain. Everything coolio. So that's why I added cloves to the mix, just in case something is going on in your body that you don't know of, like SIBO, small intestine bacterial overgrowth. It could be going on, and it's a root cause of so many autoimmune disorders as well. So I added cloves to the mix. And then, of course, ginger. Ginger has magnesium, which is calming. So I also added ginger. Besides, I like ginger. I just think ginger makes everything gingery, you know. So I added ginger to the mix. So in a nutshell, that's the Sledgehammer antioxidant drink. Dirt cheap. Wherever you are. If you're in the UK, you can get sorghum from the Asian shops. The seeds, you can get them. The grains, you can get them from the Asian shops. If you're in Nigeria, trust me, I just came back from Nigeria. I bought almost 700 grams for less than a pound, 400 naira. 700 grams, almost a kilo for under 1 pound. That's a steal. And I only used half a cup. I still have a long way to go. I will be back in Nigeria before I finish using it. So then you can also buy the stalks. You can get the stalks in the local markets. If you live in maybe the Peckham area, if you live in Barking, you'll find them in the markets, or any African store. You can ask there for the sorghum stalk. The Ghanaians use it to cook their washe, and people in Nigeria, some of them use it as a blood tonic. So, and lemongrass, you can buy that online, or better still, you can also get that at your Asian shop. And cloves, you can get that, and ginger, you get that, and also fennel seeds. These are all accessible, dirt cheap. If you buy everything, you wouldn't, trust me, you can't spend £5. You probably wouldn't spend £5. And if you live in Nigeria, you probably wouldn't spend 1,000 naira, which is £2. You probably wouldn't spend that, and you can have your antioxidant drink. Let me take a sip, yeah. delicious. Now, as per measurements, you can take the, if you're battling with blood pressure, you can, if you're bold enough, take the bulls by the horn. Trust me, if you're bold enough, you can discuss with your doctor that you want to use a herbal remedy, and maybe you can have three glasses, oh sorry, 1 glass 3 times daily, and have your blood pressure. For each time you take it, measure your blood pressure and make sure you throw out the crap. What we eat is really damaging, especially all these vegetable oils. We cook and fry and cook and overcook, and all the food's dead. We don't eat enough greens. The antioxidants we need, we really don't get, so our cells are not cleaned out. No one in their 40s, 50s should ever, even 60s, should be complaining of joint pain. My knee, your knees are paining you. Why? Your fingers are stiff. Why? This is the solution. Come on, join me and take control of your health. Let's all eat our way to health. So yeah, come on, let me show you how it is done. It's going to be 1 liter of water to an ounce of herbs. Your sweetener at this time, I'm using dates. I use dates because it wouldn't have that much of an impact on the blood sugar level of a diabetic. I'm going to allow it to boil and I'll let it simmer for 15 minutes before I transfer it to the other ingredients, just to make sure that I get the most out of the grains. Now you might think, oh, I use it as ogi or whatever, I use it as pap. It's not the same, because you actually it's good that it's fermented, but then you throw the chaff away and you get something from that pigmentation, that coating, outer coating, that we usually throw away or discard or give to the goats whenever we finish making the pap, the breakfast cereal. So this is not the same. This is actually getting the full benefit, the full antioxidant benefit in the grains. The grains can be found at the Asian markets, and if you live in Africa, you can find it everywhere and anywhere. It's poor man's food, so it's just for everybody. So why not take advantage? Next thing to do is to chop up the sorghum stalks. I'm glad I had the stalks, so I get more, because I'm putting the grains and the stalks together. The stalks, Ghanaians use as washi. They use it in their rice and beans. The pigmentation is also really part of what makes this a sledgehammer, because we're maximizing the sorghum plant. I wish I could maximize it more, if I could get, like the actual stalks fresh, juicy, but I'll make do with whatever I have. This is also part of the deal. So I'm going to chop up the sorghum stalks and add the lemongrass, chop up the lemongrass as well, add it to a bag, and let's see what we'll get on the scale. 1.3 ounces. Now this is my friend. Before that timer goes off, I'm going to start crushing the cloves and the fennel seeds, just to release the oils a little bit before it goes into my tea maker. So let's get cracking on the seeds. Ginger goes into the teapot. Fennel seeds and cloves go in. It's time to measure out our herbs. The stalks, the sorghum stalks, and the lemongrass. Easy peasy. All I had to do is skim the scum off of the boiling grains, the boiling sorghum grains, and snip, snip, snip the stalks and the lemongrass. So easy to do. Trust me, this is tried and tested. It will work for blood pressure. It will help you flush your kidneys. It will help you renew your blood. Blood actually replenishes itself and gets rejuvenated every 3 to 4 months. I beg you, take advantage. I know, I trust this because of the level of antioxidants. I didn't just use one, because each plant has different properties when it comes to antioxidants. Now, when you have a combination of these antioxidants and antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammation, this is the drink for you. Sledge that nonsense out of your body. Sledgehammer antioxidant drink. Yeah, I put all of these ingredients together after much research on what each one does. So I present to you, on Eat Your Way to Health, the Sledgehammer antioxidant drink. Enjoy. You can drink morning and evening. For a week, stay off and then go back on. I can bet. Even if you have blood sugar issues, it will help you. Oh, I need to tell you though, you need to throw out the crap. The carbonated drinks, refined foods, artificial foods, processed foods, all that needs to go if you want to eat your way to health. On this channel, we're throwing out the crap. We've thrown out the crap. So if you haven't, please join us as we throw out the crap and eat our way to health. Until another time, remember the way to health, the keys to health: nutrient density, prayer and meditation. Prayer if it's your thing, meditation if it's your thing. Whichever way, do something, and exercise. I purposely put it in that order: nutrition, prayer and meditation, and exercise. I put exercise last because some people do plateau when they go exercise, and they keep going to the gym and they can't lose that weight anymore. I'll bring you the secret to that one on another episode, on another edition, and another time on Eat Your Way to Health. God bless you and enjoy your Sledgehammer antioxidant drink. Bye bye.